everyone, this is Sherry. I'm here at my sewing table, and I wanted to talk to you about goals for the week, goals for the year. I just want to keep going forward with what I'm doing and kind of encourage you in what you're doing. I'm just wondering, comment below, what are some of your goals for the year, for the week, some goals you have. I'd love to encourage you to meet your goals, or, I just think it's nice to keep encouraging each other, and that's kind of one thing I want to do is just encourage people. I have a Facebook group called SewFun, SEWFUN, and I also do these videos on YouTube sometimes. But yeah, so I like to encourage, and I'm getting into this. I've probably been sewing for about 5 years now. I would say I'm more like a beginner intermediate sewist, but I do enjoy learning new techniques, new patterns, making my life better by sewing. So I get these emails from different sewing machine manufacturers, and one that I received was from Juki and another one was from Bernina. And they put out some downloadable project sheets, goal sheets, and I printed those out, and I wanted to share those with you, and I'm hoping to have a link in my description. That's another goal I have, is to learn how to do that and make these videos a little better for y'all, because I do want them to be something you can learn from. Okay, so the Bernina website had the and by the way, if you go on their We All Sew blog, you can watch their Facebook Live they put out like last week, I think it was. But here's the sewing goals worksheet that I printed out. And I'm out of copy paper, so it's on cardstock. But I kind of like it on cardstock because this, I didn't realize when I printed it out, is kind of a goal for the year. This is like a broad goal sheet, and what it says is sewing goals, top 3 projects, top 3 techniques to learn / try, UFOs to finish, things to buy, top 3 best things of the year. Here it's got, did I sew this week? Kind of try to keep you on track. Maybe you could put this up on your wall, or and then notes, like what kind of notes? I don't know, just general stuff. I did kind of watch the video and filled it out a little bit, and I just want to share with you what I did write down on here. My top 3 projects, and I was looking back at 2021. I did a, no, I'm sorry. Top 3 projects are like what I'm hoping to do this year. I want to do a fitted shirt for myself, an Easter dress for my daughter, and another dress, kind of a fitted dress for my 19-year-old to wear when she goes to Europe. So those are my top 3 projects. So, I want to make sure I list those, because when you're planning about your sewing, is like you want to give yourself time. I don't want it to be like a week before Easter and me just start getting started with this dress. I've made that mistake many times before. Top 3 techniques to try. So a lot of like this fitted shirt, I did put some techniques that I need to ramp up to make it, which would be darts, eyelets. I want to maybe make some eyelets on the shirt, buttonholes. And another thing I want to work on this year is embroidery. I want to get out my embroidery module and do more embroidery. Things to buy. Of course, they have that on the sheet. I did write down I want to get a ruffler for my Bernina. I've been kind of looking on eBay. They're really, I don't see any that are less than $85. So I might just buy it brand new. A lot of times they'll have sales, 25% off an accessory. And so anyways, that is on my radar, to buy a ruffler foot for my machine here. And then it says down here, top 3 best things of the year. The way they word it, sometimes I'm like, what? So, looking back on 21, I did make a dress for my daughter for her sister's graduation. I did make a purse. My purse was falling apart, and I wanted to make a purse like the Patagonia crossbody. So I did make a purse, and that's by Cloud Splitter. I think it's called Summit Bag. And and then towards the end of December, I did make my husband a collared shirt with a button-down collared shirt. So I would say those were kind of my top 3 best things of the year, looking back on 21. And then under here notes, I said I want to take a class. So I do plan on taking a class in February. With COVID, I just haven't been out. They haven't been offering in-person classes. But there is a clam up, a class at my local quilt shop in February that I do plan on registering for, and I'm hoping to do that today. Another worksheet I found online was from Juki, and this is a project plan. This would be more for a basic pattern, okay? A pattern that you've got and how you plan to implement this pattern, how you plan to make this, which I really like this sheet because when you're looking at the pattern, it's got a list of notions. So it says supplies to buy, supplies I own. And at the top it says project description, pattern name, version, size. I could see, if you use this sheet, when you're done, put it in with your pattern. It might be helpful, because you could even write some notes. Because right here it says ideas, and then it has a spot for the fabric swatch, and then right here is where you can sketch. So I thought that was nice. That's from Juki. So I wanted to point that out. So I'm talking about this week, and I had a plan to make this, and I'm still planning on making this. This is a free pattern from byannie.com. And her patterns, she does a lot of bags, and they're super detailed. She uses soft and stable a lot, which is a nice interfacing that's very, like stiff. It holds up. So these baskets kind of hold their shape, which that's kind of why I'm interested. I want to kind of finish up, which, by the way, you can go to her website, download this, and also download the add-on video, which is free. And I do have an account with her, so it's anytime you log on there, it'll be on your account. Okay, so that's what I plan on doing today, hopefully. Another thing I have to do today, my husband this morning he asked for something. And if he asks for me to sew something, okay, I'm going to do it, because he's my biggest fund. He's my, I'm a benefactor, is that what I need to say? So he was using this pan cooking, and this pan is by Lodge, and it's kind of a, I don't know, frying pan. And he was cooking, and oh, you're holding it. Oh, it's hot. So he wanted like a hot pad for it, and I just happened to have some scrap from doing my mug covers right here on my cutting board, and I thought, okay, I'll do it. Make a little prototype. And so I did. I made a little cover for this pan so you don't burn your hand. But I wasn't really satisfied with the cover because it was only one layer of batting, and I feel like it should probably be a layer of Insulbrite and at least one other layer batting, maybe 2. So I will be making that today. I'm hoping I have enough time. It's noon. I did make this mug cover, and I made 2 of these this weekend, and it goes over top of a mug. And I bought these mugs at a thrift store for 50 cents a piece because I made some and I wanted to make some more. So that's something I did this past weekend. And at this point, I'm like, I have to stop making these mug covers. I made one. This one's for my mom, and then I made another one for myself to go at another sewing station. I just like having everything within reach. So that's one of my goals for sewing and that's why I'm going to make those pinafores, because I'm going to put my Wonder Clips, which I have right here, Wonder Clips in them, in the pinafores. So, and I had bought a bunch of sewing themed fabric. I wanted to show you real quick. So yeah, if you want to make the mug cover, it's Simplicity 2450. I just wanted to show you that. I did buy this pattern, I believe, at Hobby Lobby. They do have it there. Probably at Walmart, Joann's, any of your local stores that have the big fours. That's a pretty common pattern, and it's super easy, very beginner friendly. For the year coming up, 2022, I did want to show you some patterns I thought that would maybe meet my goals for the fitted shirt. I found this one in my stash, Simplicity 9287. I thought that would be a nice fitted shirt to try. I had this kind of more for spring, summer, Simplicity 5594 I'm thinking about. And that's an older pattern. I'm not sure that's still in print. This one I bought last year for my daughter. Actually, when you're thinking about sewing for your kids, get their approval. She did approve of this pattern. This is McCall's M8091, and she wants View C. It's kind of a fitted dress. I think that would be adorable on her. She has the figure for it. So I just wanted to make sure I mentioned that. So yearly goals, document what your goals are. It says in the Bible, you know, write the plan, make it plain, so that he who reads it may run. I think that's in Habakkuk. So also, once you've done a project, document it as well. Take pictures of it. Maybe write some notes. I've been writing notes about it. Like, hey, I took a 12 by 12 piece and quilted to make the base for the mug covers. So the next time you get the pattern out and you've got this note in there about, hey, this is what I did, or hey, this didn't work. So I think that's a great idea. I know some people put it on the front of the pattern, you know. So that's a nice idea. Another thing I made this past weekend, because apparently I can't stop making things for my sewing room, and I had bought this pattern. This is the Fat Quarter Pop-Up, and it's I bought this at a quilting shop, and they had it on sale. So I bought not one, not two, but 3 of them. So I made 2 of these. And I made the, hook, and I put a 3M like command hook on one of my sewing tables, and I have it hanging, and it's a thread catcher. It's got a spring inside that I thought this is super beginner friendly, and it goes together pretty quick. So I made that one, and then I made one. I thought I would have this in my car. So I don't know, just wanted to use it up and thought it would be fun. And one piece of advice is follow the instructions precisely regarding that spring. You do not want that spring to, you don't want the spring to sprung before you're supposed to, okay? What else did I want to mention? Another goal I had is to sew some more patches on my daughter's Girl Scout vest. And that's about it. So just make sure your goals for sewing intersect with your life. For example, I want to make my kids feel special, so I want to sew something to make them feel special. I want to do more cooking, so I'm going to sew something to make my cooking more, pleasurable. Hey, I want to do some exercising, so I'm going to sew something to make my exercising, like, hey, I'm going to make some active wear that'll fit myself, that's made for my body. Maybe sew up a yoga mat. You can carry a yoga mat carrier, some bags to take to the pool. So anyways, that's about it. I hope you all have a great day, and hey, leave a comment below. Let me know what your goals are, and I will talk to you later. Bye.